Here it is, guys, 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 with the ZR2 package and with the Bison package. Today, thanks to Gettle Chevrolet of Punta Gorda, Florida, I'm going to be able to take you on the full review of this vehicle. We're going to check it out as far as the design, powertrain, technology, capacities, and the test drive. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and don't forget to turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the videos that are coming out. Now let's get back to this. Chevy Silverado needs no introduction, definitely one of the best-selling pickup trucks in the world, especially here in the United States. If you don't see one in the next 15 minutes, you probably live outside of the country. Available in different trim levels, starting with the work truck all the way to the high country through this. Well, this one's probably more expensive because of the Bison package. We're going to talk about what it is in just a little bit, but let's talk design. This one sits a little bit higher, about 2 inches for the ZR2 package, because that's the more off-road capable package that Chevy does. Now this, like I mentioned before, has the Bison package that includes, among other things, this front bumper. Now this front bumper is all steel right here. It's made by the company that's called AEV, American Expedition Vehicles. They've been outfitting off-road rigs for years and years. You can definitely check out their website to see what they have. So you have the recovery hooks right here, fog lamps, and underneath the vehicle you have a full set of skid plates, full metal skid plates that prevent the bottom of the vehicle, like the transfer case, the gas tank, the engine, from being damaged if you are doing any trail riding. They also have this big LED lamps with the LED daytime running lamps and the turn signals, positioning lights right here. The Chevy logo is hollow and it has some red inserts in here. You also have the front view camera and the black grille. The hood is also different. On this particular one, we have this piano black trim that's on top of it, making it look even more aggressive than the regular Silverado. And this one has a Duramax engine in it, so let's see what that is. And Duramax is, of course, the 3-liter inline-6 turbo diesel from Chevy. It has 305 horsepower and 495 foot-pounds of torque, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. The vehicle is 4-wheel drive, and if you look at this hood compartment, the hood is popped up by the hood struts. It's got some sound insulation underneath as well. It is a large truck, definitely taller than the regular Silverado. That's because of the ZR2 package. We have about 2-inch lift on it. We have 11.2 inches of ground clearance. The height on it is about 78 inches. And we have 233 inches as far as the length of it, 233.9 to be exact. So it really has nice departure and approach angles due to those AEV bumpers. We also have the AEV wheels, 18-inch rims in piano black, dressed in the Goodyear Wrangler 33-inch tires, and the off-road tuned suspension with the Multimatic DSSV dampers in it. We have the matte black cladding around the wheels, kind of add to the ruggedness of this vehicle. This particular one also has the trailering mirror package, power mirrors. You have the camera in here, turn signals, blind spot assist, the whole 9 yards. You have the piano black door handles, and everything is blacked out in here. 5-passenger capacity. We'll get on the interior pretty soon, but we're going to check out what's going on in the back here. A lot of cool things are going on here in the back. We're going to start with a tow hitch. 8,700 pounds is the towing capacity on this one. In case you're in doubt on any of the Chevys 2021 and newer, it's right on the sticker inside of the door jamb, so you can see what the towing capacity of this particular model is, because it's different trim to trim. You also have the connectors for the trailer as far as the electricity and as far as the cameras. So this one has this trailering package that allows you to connect the cameras to the trailer, both on the inside and the outside, and it's going to make your trailering life a lot easier. So you have the AEV bumper. Again, it's all steel bumper right here. This is no joke. And you have the multi-flex gate that definitely allows you an easier access to the bed itself. So you can open this as such, and that creates this step. You can also have the handle over here, and let's take a look, see what's going on in the bed itself. So the ZR2 comes with the spray-on bed liner. Okay. You also have some hooks for your cargo, and right on the cab itself, right on top, you have the camera. You also have the brake light. You have the illumination for the back and the reverse light, and you have a sliding glass as well. Right on the side here, you have the regular 115 volt outlet. This is maximum 400 watts, and you have some illumination. And scrolling down, this is a close-up of this multi-flex gate. By the way, you can actually put some speakers on. There's accessories of it. You can put some speakers and lights on it if you wanted to make your tailgating a lot cooler. Right on the gate itself, you have two cameras. You have the Chevy logo, and the full-size wheel is underneath the vehicle. Now let's check out the interior of it, starting with the rear door panel right here. I'm not sure what this fabric is. Kind of looks like nylon or neoprene, but it's nicely textured. It's also soft to the touch. You also have this carbon fiber looking trim, door handle, window controls, and then you have nicely padded armrest. Down here at the bottom, you have some storage and the speaker. Moving on to the interior of this vehicle, you have this dual color, kind of gray and black with the yellow contrast stitching. That this is an AEV interior. A couple cool things about this. Let's check it out. First of all, nothing too crazy about this, but you have the regular armrest with cup holders. But if you wanted to hide some stuff, you can also open this up and hide stuff behind the seat. And if you wanted to put a bike maybe or bicycle inside of here, you can flip up the seats, and that's going to give you a lot more storage inside the cabin. Pretty flat floor, and you have your own vents. You also have the USB Type-C, USB Type-A, heated seats in the back, and you have the two cup holders. Both of the seats have some seats back storage. And check this out. Now this is how Chevy makes sure that some tall people are going to fit in here. Look at this indent. If you're 7 feet tall, you're probably going to fit just fine. Let me see how much room it is inside of here. Oh, kind of missing the side step, but not bad. Now, even without this indent up on top, I would fit just fine. I'd probably have still about 1 inch. Now with this, I have this much room above my head. Plenty of knee room, plenty of shoulder room, so definitely enough room for at least 3 people right here in the back. Let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom, nice and solid. No complaints here. Here in the front door panel, you see the same thing as in the back, but you have 2 memory seat settings. You have the lock, unlock, window mirror lock controls, and the stereo is branded right here in the front, so it does have the Bose stereo system. Now the seats are adjustable multiple ways, both the driver and passenger seats. You have the ZR2 badge on the door sill, and you have the AEV floor liners. Now, as far as on the left side of the steering wheel, you have several different buttons. Of course, this is your parking brake. This is where you control your 4-wheel drive. So you have the 2-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low. And you have the auto button, which I was missing on the Toyota Tundra. Mode for trailering right here. Here's your light adjustments. Here's your head-up display adjustments. And the steering wheel tilt and telescoping, and it is power adjusted. Now, as far as the seats, look at this. It has the AEV embroidered right in the headrest here. Really nice. Again, the same as in the back. This is nicely bolstered right here. You have the same thing as we've seen on the door, and right inside there's this gray perforated, I think it's leather, I'm not sure though. Now let's jump inside and let's see the rest of it. Here's the interior of this 2024 Chevy Silverado 1500 ZR2 Bison Edition. Let's check this out. Definitely a lot more modern than I remember on the older Silverados. You have the big vents on the side. The dashboard is nice and soft to the touch, covered in the same fabric as we've seen on the doors. A little bit of storage behind this big screen, 13.4 inch screen here. You have the 12.3 inch screen as far as the instrument cluster, and 15-inch multicolor head-up display. If that wasn't enough, you also have the rear digital camera right here. You can see what's going on in the back, but let's go one by one. Let's see what's going on. As far as the steering wheel is big and it's trucky. I wish kind of it was a little bit thicker. It seems a little thin for the size of this vehicle. That's a minor complaint here. So on the left-hand side, you have the cruise control settings. You also have the heated steering wheel. On the right-hand side, you can control what's going on in the instrument cluster. You also have the voice control and the phone hang-up button. You have the pedal shifters right here in the back, and this is your instrument cluster that can be customizable. So we can go navigation, we can connect the phone in here, we can select different display layouts, left side info, right side info, lower gauges. See, it highlights of what you can customize, which is really nice. And once you select it, here's what you can have: drive mode, enhanced, compass, time and temperature, tire pressure, fuel economy, trans fluid temperature, or none if you want this empty. But we're gonna just leave it in the drive mode enhanced. Now we're gonna go back, and you can do the same thing for the lower gauges, info page, options, unit, speed warning, speed sign display, head-up display, and customize that too. Adjust rotation. If you wanted this more in your face, you can definitely do that. Software info, reset to defaults, and then you can go back to the main display. This is your music. It's showing you what sources are available: AM, FM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth. And here's your basically trip, right? 32.9 miles. That's the odometer. You have 7.4 miles per gallon. On average, 5.6 miles per gallon. This is a good time to talk about the gas mileage, I think. So we have 22 on the highway and 20 in the city. Combined number is 21. Not bad for this size of a vehicle. Definitely smooth as butter too. That diesel is really nice running. But overall, here in the instrument cluster, on the left-hand side, you have the speedometer. Right-hand side, you have the tachometer. Right at the bottom, you have the fuel gauge, and your range is displayed right in the middle. And you also have the temperature on the left-hand side. That's 12.3 inch. This is 13.4 inch. Focus your attention on driving, but we're not driving, so I can show you what's going on. We're going to stay in the demo mode. This is a Google-developed infotainment system. We've seen it on other Chevys. Audio, maps, phone, cameras. Let's take a look at the cameras, because that's pretty cool. All right, so we have the top-down view. I'm standing right next to this bush right here, so I don't have any glare. Hopefully you can see it okay. Here's different angles of the cameras right here. Okay, rear view camera, front view camera, top-down. Okay, from the front, from the back, side views, front and back. This is your trailering camera. Here's your different options. Here's your bad camera too. Okay, a lot of features in here. The camera is good quality, definitely takes up most of the space, so I like it. You also have the audio. We already went through some of that, but here's a cool thing. So this is your trailering package, so we can add new trailer, which we're not going to do right now. But if you had a trailer, you just put a dimension on the trailer, you connect that camera to the back of the trailer, and you look through here like that trailer wasn't even there. Kind of confusing maybe, but not really. As far as the phones, you can connect your phone in here. Here's your navigation, Google based, of course. We're not connected here, and this is in the demo mode. And we have other options as far as the media. Back to the home screen, and here's your trailering, climate settings, Wi-Fi hotspot, Amazon Alexa, My Chevrolet, podcast news, other apps that you can download if you wanted to. Here's your home screen right here, in case you get lost. I'm sure if you see it. Right next to the power button. You can turn it off, turn it on. You have your lane keep assist. You can turn on or off your parking sensors. Turn on or off your automatic start stop for the engine. You can open your gate from here, turn your hazards, traction control, hill descent assist. You can lock your rear diff or both front and rear differentials, which is definitely handy when it's coming for off-roading. Okay, engine start stop button. You have your temperature controls and the climate controls. You have the USB type C, USB type A. This is your gain for the trailer. And then you have this, some people didn't like the shifter. I don't mind the shifter at all. I know I've seen some of the reviews, they go like, this is weird. No, it's not. I like it better than some of the other ones. Nice shifter. Okay, reverse neutral, of course, driving low, parking to push it right here to park. You have a storage compartment. You have the cup holders. Well, let's open this up. Let's see what's underneath here. So first of all, you have the wireless charging. You have your regular 115 volt outlet. You have the USB type C, USB type A. organizer and a lot more storage underneath here. And of course, this makes up for a really nice and comfortable armrest. And on top, we already seen, there's that digital mirror. If you don't like it, you can turn it off. You also have your home link system, and you can open and close the middle window here in the back. So that slides open, giving you a lot more air inside of the cabin. And you also have the regular size sunroof that you can, of course, open and close as well. Illuminated mirror. And so this is your interior of this 2024 Silverado ZR2 Bison Edition. Now let's talk about pricing and take it for a spin. So here's one more thing, guys, in case you ever wonder of what this vehicle can tow. There is a sticker, this top sticker right here. It tells you the payload, the curb weight, the towing capacity, and the whole 9 yards. And the Chevy after 2021 and the truck should have it. So before we take it for a spin, let's talk about pricing. This particular one, the sticker is right here. Total MSRP $83,560. That includes that ZR2 Bison Edition. That includes the technology package, power sunroof, power folding trailering mirrors. That's pretty much it. We have a total of options of $11,665, base MSRP $69,900 on the ZR2 package. But it doesn't have to be that expensive. You don't have to pick this one. Of course, this one has all the cool features, right? But if you needed just a work truck, it starts at $37,445, custom is at $44,245, LT $48,645, RST $52,045, Trail Boss $52,445, LTZ $59,195, and High Country at $64,695. Of course, this is in the category basically on itself. Some people say that this competes against the Ram TRX and the Raptor. Of course, it doesn't have the fire-spitting power of either one of them. I mean, not even close. It just has the cool look, right? And more of the off-road terrain capabilities. Now, I wouldn't put them in the same category. Kind of wish that Chevy maybe put some high-performance engine. They do have the 6.2, but I mean, it's not like the one and the Cadillac V. So, I mean, that might be something that would be an answer to the TRX or the Raptor. Now, the TRX is going away. I'm not sure what the future of Raptor is going to be, but we're driving this, guys. I like it. I like how it feels. It definitely feels trucky. It has this big scoop on the hood, this fake trim, right? That looks like a scoop. If you're sitting lower, that definitely is going to get in the way. But, you know, for taller people, this is no issue at all. And I like those trailering mirrors. Even if you don't trailer, I mean, they're cool, right? Big, visible. You can see everything in it. Now we're going to do some circles in this parking lot to see how this vehicle turns. There's a lot of weight on that steering system. I mean, it's not super heavy, but it's not bad at all. All right, so we're standing right here. Turn the steering wheel all the way to the left. Let's make a circle here. You know, it's a big truck. Okay, so we're not expecting the same turning radius as we can see on the Toyota Corolla or Honda Civic, but it's not bad at all. You definitely need to take in consideration that this vehicle is 230 inches long, so keep that in mind when you're cornering, when you're turning. But it's not a semi-truck, so you don't have to do 2 lanes to the left to make a right-hand turn. I like that diesel engine. I recently tested out the Suburban with the same powertrain with a 3-liter inline-6 turbo diesel. Smooth as butter. Okay, it might not be the fastest thing out there, but I mean, it's definitely smooth. I like the way it goes over the bumps. I probably won't be able to feel the difference with this Multimatic DSSV shocks, right? The dampers and the suspension, especially when you're going on the road. It's more developed for off-the-road use, but it's there if you need it. Well, the price is high. I mean, that doesn't seem high. It is high. But you know, there's a TRX right here. There's another one. The 1500 Rebel, right? I mean, those vehicles are all about 80 grand. I mean, so it's in line with the rest of the market. Same thing with the Raptors. And even the Toyota Tundra, I just recently did that capstone. That was about $82,000. So, yeah, unfortunately, everything is going up, including the prices of the vehicles. Now, this one with the diesel, I mean, definitely has good gas mileage. I mean, at 21 combined, for this size of a vehicle, it's not bad. I feel like the king of the road Every time I get in those big pickup trucks, you know, you feel safer, but don't let it get into your head. It's a very nice pickup truck. Why people buy them? Because of the flexibility of use. If you have a trailer, if you have an RV, if you have a boat, if you need to carry something in the bed. Now keep in mind, this one doesn't have the best payload. The payload on this particular one is 1,085 pounds. Not the greatest, especially if you have 5 adults sitting in the back. You can only throw maybe like 200-300 pounds in the bed. So not the greatest, not the worst either. You can tow 8,700 pounds, so you can definitely tow a nice size boat or an RV. So that's a lot of people that are going to use it for that. Maybe you need to transport a TV, refrigerator, or, you know, a dresser from somewhere. That's definitely comes in handy. Not to mention the Home Depot runs. If you're doing any type of remodeling or, you know, upgrading your house, you know how difficult it is to throw stuff in the regular size vehicle. So the pickup truck definitely comes in handy. This one has a lot of nice amenities. I mean, as far as the pickup, I'm going to try to test it out maybe at this stop sign here to see how fast it can get up and go. This is a diesel, so I'm not expecting any miracles, but it's definitely smooth. It's definitely quiet. It's got the nice ride quality, and you definitely sit up higher. Makes you feel safer and more comfortable. And let's check out the acceleration. Hey, it gets up and go. We're getting up to about 50 miles an hour here. No issues in merging in traffic. Definitely not as fast as the TRX or Raptor, but very nice for everyday use. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you learned 1 or 2 things, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.